Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, dog.
Coach, it is a sound like no other when they raise that 12th man flag here in Seattle. We just heard it, and that means it's time for football at CenturyLink Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Atlanta Falcons and the Seattle Seahawks. Ready to get us started, the Aussie punter and kickoff man, Michael Dixon. And off we go from Seattle. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
And that's not the start that he was looking for as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now the first carry for Bryce Love. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3.
Check 43. Sponge. Hey, alert. Good guys, 4 down. 45 the mic. Cut.
Now Wilson. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
So out now is the Seattle field goal team. And his kick here is good. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
Come on, set. 18 Gator.
Check 53. Watch QB drop.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Protein spill. Hey, Alpha.
Second and 6. The connection made. It's Graham. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Here we go. Set. 50-60 outlaw.
Watch the slant.
Snap.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on first and 10. This is Love. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
From just shy of midfield, Wilson forced out to his left. And he'll get it down here to the 43. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down.
Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog. It's free.
On first down, here's Love. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13. So first and 10 now from the 30.
What we got?
First and 10.
He's crazy. He's checking. 14.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man, maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Here's Wilson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf there to make the grab. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Now the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a great return. Solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. One first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, first and 10. Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, second and 11. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a second and 11. He's going to float this over the middle deep, and that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. On third down, Bentley. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up fourth down. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. Now Wilson on 1st down. He'll find Metcalf. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now it's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. Incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Love. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. If this defense wants to stay in this ball game, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
It's caught. Lockett. And they'll get this across midfield, but not nearly close to a 1st down as he stopped at the 48. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Hey, come on, yo. Check it out, Reed. He's coming. Double up, double up. Yep. He's coming, double up.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They run. Devontae Freeman. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? 10-0 to score after 1 on EA Sports. Freeman. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. The Falcons send out their punter. Standing just outside his own goal line. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Running to start the drive is Love. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Double tight, double tight. Reload, reload. Down, stand up in. Check 52. Check safety, check safety. Check 26, check 26.
On second down now, it's Love. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on third down.
52's the Mike. Watch Mike, watch Mike. Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go. Hey, Mike 52, Mike 52. Pick me up. Here we go. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Front left, front left. Front left, front left.
Here's Wilson. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes our score 17-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down. Let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons. Throwing on first down. Bentley. He completes it to Jones. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 39-yard line.
18 Gator. Walk to 61. Match box right. Snap.
Looking to throw on second down. Bentley is complete to Jones. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 26. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum, because now they're reading their patterns downfield. They're understanding the coverages.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Back to throw. Bentley. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. But they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. The Falcons on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Bentley. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And his kick is good. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. Well, that's something of a pick-me-up. The offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it. Those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They go play action here on 1st down. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, 82 yards. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. The run on 1st down gets them a couple up to the 27. Shaquille Griffin in on the stop defensively. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Bentley looking downfield for Jones. And that's caught inside the 35. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Atlanta.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack. Back to throw. Bentley. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Going for it all, and that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. He connected on his first, this from 41. And his kick is right there. It's good, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
First and 10 at the 40.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10.
Undercrush, undercrush, undercrush. Check, 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 check. Check 99. Check. Easy.
They'll run with Love. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Kill, 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 kill. Hey, turn it up, turn it up.
Hey, 0, 0, 0.
Watch the run, watch the run. No, check that. We want Mike 52.
Hey, alert.
I got one. 5-2 is the Mike. Mike 5-2, Mike 5-2. I'm trying to collect.
On second and inches, Wilson. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
On second down, it's Love. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Got it. 12.
On first and 10, it's Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson, 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Point after, right down the middle. And a rout is on here in this first half. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. A About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right.
Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to give it to Wrigley. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Now the try here for the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee you he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach. We can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
Get ready.
Check 49, check 49.
Now a play fake here on first down. That's caught by Penny. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52.
They're going to look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he gets it down to the 32. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Powering forward. That's into the hands of the tight end, Leggett. And the ball is knocked out. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. That first down completion only netted them 3. 2nd and 7.
Go. Get him. You got him. Where's 52? 52 is the mic. Hey, watch the slant.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. 23 yards on the play.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Yo. Shift. Watch the shift. Check 4. Zip it. Motion. 52.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown,
You're
without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
Second and goal, and Penny standing by himself in the backfield.
Get in the weight room. Safe. Alert flare. Watch that.
He's going to get it running right, and he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. The extra point up and good, and the lead will swell by one more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Lets this one rip toward Graham. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, Bentley. And that is incomplete.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it here. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 40. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Point after try forthcoming. Whoa! He just yanked that one well to the left and no good. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And fresh off the pick 6. They've got to forget about that quickly. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure it out and you see and get a clue that...
And the pressure gets to him again. Jadeveon Clowney picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Jadeveon Clowney getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Looking to throw. Bentley escaping the pressure right. Looking deep for Julio. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 32. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
They'll start the drive with Love here. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits, and these creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Taking it right down Broadway. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Bryce Love, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend, as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point right down the middle, and that will extend this big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now. Really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
You think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. With the tight end drag route.
And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Jadeveon Clowney. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Back to throw. Bentley. Steps away to his left. The ball comes out. And the Seahawks have picked it up.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So, should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you've got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5.
Yo, go! Get it.
On 4th down, Bentley. And this is going to be incomplete. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because What you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Back now in Seattle, Washington. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair.
45's the mic. Watch the run. Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. 45's the mic. 45. Hey. All day. All day, every day. Any. Hot 7, hot 7. 45. 45. Mike 45. Let's go. Get set.
Second and 9 now. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
45, 45, 45, Mike, 45. Drop deep, drop deep. 45's the mic.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Looking deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A big play there. 51 yards. As his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will swell by one more. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events.
It got his man complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Mike 53.
Looking to throw. Bentley, he's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Back to throw. Bentley. And that will be incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down.
Check Mike 50.
On fourth down, Bentley. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. On first down, Bentley. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
The Falcons on 3rd down. A very anemic 1 for 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Freeman. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Give him 3 yards there, as that'll take us to 4th down. They'll run for it. It's Freeman. And not only did he not get in the end zone, he didn't get the first down either. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
If you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. So a little more space to work with here from the 13 on 1st and 10.
Check 50, check 50.
He'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Switch it. Check, check, check. 36, 36.
Here's Love. And the ball comes out. Love lost it. And the Falcons grab it. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Get ready. Okay, 45, right. Check, 45 to Mike. 65, 65, 65. Go, go. 45, zoom, zoom. 45. You ain't going nowhere. 45's the mic. 80 weapon. I got you. Check. Check, hot route. Hot. Hayward. Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. Here we go. Go. Ringo.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Jordan Leggett, 49 yards, as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point safely through, and that will extend this big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position where we were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence, not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 16. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tack McKinley made his way into the backfield.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
I'm coming, baby. I'm coming, baby. Woo! Hey, Mike 52, Mike 52. Here we go, here we go. Check, check, check. Orbit. Check, check.
Now back to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Check 13.
On 3rd down, here's Love. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, give them a good 10 yards on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. They are, by the way, into the 4th quarter now in Oakland. The Chiefs have opened up a 2-touchdown advantage. A win would be their first of the young season. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Mike check 33. 33.
Let's set a topper.
Looking to throw. Bentley. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage.
And it'll be intercepted. Let it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes.
It's a loss of a yard.